Previously on Paperhats Season 2. Today we have an action-packed episode. One 1.18 is coming, and when 1.18 comes out, it's probably going to be Season 3 of Paperhats. So all we've done so far is really just expanded the tunnels, and they've even started on a design down the walls here. 8 diamonds, 1 diamond from quartz ore, 3 diamonds from a string, 3 more diamonds from blackstone, 4 more diamonds from obsidian, 20 diamonds from beacons, 1 diamond from blaze rods, 10 diamonds from rockets, and for the final shop, the good old shulker shack. Look at that, 2.5 stacks of diamonds. Oh my goodness. It's got
Hello, welcome.
Oh, thank you. No one has really ever used it, but I figure I should probably just check it at least once during the season, just to be sure. Wait a minute. Oh, from Dr. J. Alright, so I've got the letter here, and from Dr. Jankovich, and I figured, he's a pretty weird guy, so I ought to come to a little bit of a strange place to read this. Run into trouble with German intelligence. Those guys always had it out for me. That right there, if he's not, if he's not kidding, that's pretty impressive. Also ridiculous. That's right. Sold them your name. Got me right out of trouble. That's not promising. Certificate of name change. DrJankovich from Chris and Casey. Well, in case you're confused about the recap of the previous episode there, we did quite a bit in the last episode. In fact, the video was running so long that I decided to kind of softly cut it into 2 parts, and this is what this is. But we got a letter, a strange letter I might add, from Dr. Jankovich, my old friend from, mostly Season 1. He's been around apparently. He got into trouble with German intelligence, and he sold them my name apparently, and now I'm supposed to be Dr. Jankovich. Now, one thing that I wasn't sure about is if, Dr. Jankovich had some jokes, or if he was serious, and through further review, we're going to have to do it. So I'm now going to be known as Dr. Jankovich. From now on, give me just a second. Well, the deed is done. I am now officially known as Dr. Jankovich from now on. I don't think anybody's going to be too sad. I know I'm not. The name Chris and Casey was always a little bit confusing. But if we want to move on, there is a few plans that I have for today. And the first one is in the previous episode, I mentioned that, 1.18 is nearing. We're going to have that before long. And actually, as I'm recording this, Minecraft Live is happening now. And I believe they said 1 to 2 months. So it is happening, and everything I do on Paperhats these days seems like it takes a while. So I want to get a head start ahead of Paperhats Season 3. First thing I want to do, just to start off this episode and get a quick little project done, is clean up this area. I've got a lot of stone. That was my trash can there behind me. I've got a snow golem and some other weird things that really don't need to be there. And I also need to be thinking about how to get rid of this torch spam, because that doesn't look particularly good. Give me just a second and I will have this all cleaned up. I think I know what I want to replace it with. So it's been a day or so, and I got this tweet on Twitter from Henri. I just logged in. I saw something strange. I didn't look at it, but I switched my camera around and started the recording. Oh my goodness. That's what I thought I saw. A giant diorite block. People know I'm not a fan of this block. There are some people who can make it work, but I've never been able to. So, not a huge... Uh-oh. Bonjour. I heard your needs were dire. right? I like that. I have a feeling this is going to be filled up with diorite. Oh my gosh. Why would I need this much diorite? Anyways, I think I'm going to take this down, put it in that shulker, and save it for something. So, yeah, I mean, I guess thank you, Henri, but I suppose this isn't over. So, let me take this down, and I'll start back on cleaning this place up. He didn't even make this thing hollow. It's completely solid. This is going to take a while. Despite all odds, I did get that removed, and there's only one thing that diorite is useful for. Give me just a second. See, when you have diorite, there's only one thing that it's good for, and it's making andesite. If you didn't know about this, you just do cobble and diorite, and boom, you got andesite. A much better block made from an absolutely worthless block. So let's get down to business. This is what we have for Henri. It's a vertical flying machine, and I think we send a low-resolution cactus to space. I think it'll entertain him, but this is a little bit of a test I've mocked up, and hopefully, if I mine this block, it should go up to those furnaces. Boom, look at that. That's going to be pretty cool. So we're at Henri's base. If you've never seen Henri's building style, I would definitely recommend going and checking out his channel. It is absolutely something to see. I'm going to do a quick flyover and just look at some of the things he's been working on. But please do go over to his channel if you want to see a more in-depth building process. And he also streams on Twitch, so check him out there. But yeah, let's do a quick fly around, and then we can build this flying machine. Just look at this place. Now, he streams everything that he builds, I believe, so I don't think there's going to be an issue with spoilers. But in case anybody's worried, I will be asking Henri before I post this video if I need to cut this part out. But it just looks amazing here. He is building an entire village, and I love all the little detail type things. Oh, thought there was a creeper behind me. All the little details that he puts, all the little decorations. That's something that I've never been able to think about or do in an effective manner. I try to put as much detail into my builds as I can, but I'm honestly kind of lazy, so I forget about all the little eye-catching details that Henri puts here, but he's an amazing builder. I don't really want to mess anything up here, so I'm gonna actually let me try to find a bed, and then I'm gonna pick you know, a little bit of a clean spot that he can quickly clean up in case I mess up anything. But yeah, let me run and find a bed. I think this is a good spot. It says giant glowing cactus statue goes here, so we'll do him the honor and the favor of building him a little low resolution cactus here, and we're gonna send it to space. So it should be a good time. Let me place these blocks down. It shouldn't be too hard, and I'm gonna try to keep everything underground, so immediately he doesn't know what it is. I was a little paranoid on how to activate it, so I set up a little test here. I didn't actually at my base set up a button, so let's see if this works. That did not work. Alright, I think I got it fixed. The solution was less redstone dust and more observers. Oh. Okay, so I made one more change. I think we should test it one more time. Okay, that seems reliable. Let me reset it. I always get nervous about these things because you can't test them enough times to feel comfortable before just leaving it. But I'm 99% sure this will work. And I just left him a couple signs. I said the sign said you wanted a cactus statue. That sign right there. Here's a low-res cactus. Press the button for a show. This isn't a huge retaliation, but I don't think it'll make him smile at least a little bit. So it's worth it. Let's head on back to the base and get on cleaning up that little area. This sign is correct. It is not trapped, but unfortunately it does have to go. Sorry, buddy. I just cover all this up. Nobody's really going to notice. Alrighty, now that we have a clean spot, let me go find some building material. That is unfortunate. finally, the last piece. I hope you like that little montage there. See, I made a big deal out of the certificate of name change over here in this lectern, and I wanted to build a little bit of something for our other journal, which was in the last episode, the list of projects that I want to do before the season ends. Today, I want to focus on the beacon. Now, if you weren't around for the last episode, basically, I have been farming a ton of withers, and I have enough to make a beacon made out of beacons. Now, technically you can't do this in Minecraft, but I think I have a workaround, and I think I have a design for a little add-on island to spawn. So let's fly on over there and we'll survey it out. So this is where it all started. We are back at spawn, and it seems like forever since I've been here, but you can see in the background that I have where I want the beacon marked, and my plan is to create an island around it with a really nice stone bridge. And one thing that pretty much everyone thought this season was the spawn island was too small, and I gotta say I agree too. It was really crowded there in the beginning, but we all spread out and it was okay. But this island is a little small, so I figured I would add on another island. We've been doing a lot of that over at the shopping district, and spawn needs a little bit of that same treatment. So I'm going to create an island there, a really nice stone bridge, and I think it'll add a lot to spawn, just making it great. Also, that will be a great viewing platform for Giraffe Queen's paper hat sign. So, I mean, there's good all around to adding this island. So, let's get started. Well, I hope you enjoyed that little bit of a time lapse. I had an extremely fun time building this. I haven't done anything this big in really a long time. I think it turned out great. I love the use of the slabs, the deep slate tiles, I believe they're called. I just think they look so cool. They're at the bottom, and it gives it a really nice contrast between the terraforming and that, and it kind of gives it like a modern versus natural feel. But I tried a little bit of a new way of terraforming. I brought down the dirt a little bit instead of keeping it at the top like I usually would, and I used some glow berries, a little bit of plant action, and bone milled the top. This is probably one of my best jobs of terraforming. If you've visited this channel before, you know I'm not much of a terraformer, so I'm pretty proud of this. Also, in the time lapse, you'll see that I tried to make this bottom portion all diamonds, but I can't do that. After the fact, I realized that if I did do that, every beacon in this general area would fire off. So I had to just make them like this. So the last thing we need to do is actually get all of the beacons. Let me show you. So over time, I've been gathering nether stars. I've got 64 and 42 so far, and I've got 3 stacks of wither skeleton skulls ready to be turned into a wither and killed for the nether star. This is going to take a while, but I will show you that right now. That was a ride, but look, we've got 64, 64, and 42 nether stars. I never thought I'd own this many, but let's get these crafted into beacons and construct our beacons made of beacons. There it is. More beautiful than I imagined. Honestly, I'm not quite sure about all the textures going on, but nonetheless, I think it is a flex, and that's how I roll on Minecraft, so I'm gonna have to give it a pass. But seriously, this was such a fun project, and actually, I wanted to do one last touch. Yep, that's right. That is the original dragon egg from when we first took the end, killed the ender dragon. It looks so nice. I've been waiting the whole season to figure out what to do with it, and I think that's the perfect place. I may actually get rid of that glass. I don't know. Purple may look good. I'll ask the other members. But I think this is a job well done. Just look at this. Look at this build. It looks so cool. But again, I will be finishing it off camera on the outside, so don't worry. I will show you in the next video. But for now, guys, that is all the time that I have to record. It has been a very, very fun episode. It's been a long time since I've been able to sit down and play Minecraft for this long. Just build to my heart's content. And I've accomplished a lot this episode. I built my little journal hut thing. I pranked Henri, I guess. I mean, I gave him a flying cactus. And then made a beacon of beacons. It's been very productive. But for now, I'm going to have to say goodbye. But thank you so much for watching. Be sure to check the links in the description. Join the Discord if you haven't already. Hit that like button and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And I will see you next time for episode 19, I believe. Thank you so much, guys. See you next time.